Good afternoon. Good afternoon. YouTube? It's Vice here. So, I don't usually stream on Mondays, but here I am. Just gonna do it a quick sound test as usual. I see that XSplit has correctly chosen my microphone, so that's a good start. Levels look like they're going up and down and all around. We're gonna find my channel and listen in. I mean, it looks good, it sounds good. Now I just want to find some music to listen to. This could end up being a bit loud. That sounds alright, huh? Yep. Alright, so I'll be right back. I'm just going to do one final check of things before I start. Sit back down. Take the headphones out of that one because I am good to go on the audio test. Audio is very important to me. I would actually consider buying a new microphone, to be honest. This shirt that I'm wearing is a little bit risky, actually, because it's so yellow. It's kind of getting wrecked by my VCam software. Anyhow, we'll come across. And I'll see, maybe there's, like, the background setting is something I can remove, or just affect so it's not so... So the problem is I'm blending in too much with my background. I'm just messing with sliders here. That contrast is very funny. I'm gonna cancel there. Hello, Kartik. How are you? Alright, it's like deleting my arm on the... So it would be your left, but it doesn't really matter because it's like off screen for the most part anyway, so whatever. Whatever. Oh, that's removing too much. How are you, Kartik? What's going on? What's adaptive filter do? gives more environment input to the AI model. Right, I guess I can't really wear this jumper in future because it blends too much. It's a shame because I really like this jumper. How are you, Kartik? What's new with you? We're just gonna jump into some games like straight away. Cloyster Lunala, let's go. Let's go. Alright, win the coin flip. Good start, good start. So this deck... It's not good. Okay, it's one of those not good decks that I'm... For some reason I have a penchant for, but... Nonetheless, we will try. And play. There's a lot of cards here. This is a lot of cards. What's important here? So I probably need a shelter to start with. I'm gonna put Rapid Strike Energy down. This isn't the pictures of Spider-Man. That's right. Cast form. I made no promises. I'm gonna put down Cosmog. So I want to attach the Twin Energy to it. Alright, let's see. I wouldn't mind playing a cast form deck though, I think it's interesting. But I also find decks which are just like, play some minigame until you're allowed to do massive damage to be not that interesting. So there's like a bit of a conundrum there because those decks are typically the best as well. Like, I have nothing against them or anything. I don't think that they're particularly bad. They certainly keep like the top decks honest. But, and like, I think they're important because they also help give rise to other single prize decks that can keep them honest. Or keep the cheap single prize decks honest, if that makes sense. So I don't mind their presence. It's just that they don't really interest me that much. That's why I've never covered Rapid Strike Malamar on the channel. How are you, Scott? Happy Monday. I did put up a new video last night of our testing session. I was debating whether or not to bother putting the video up, to be honest, because it's not really a deck profile video, and it doesn't really showcase what I wanted with the Suicune Ludicolo deck. Which was, I wanted to test to see if Quad Path, like, actually makes a difference. And then, like, it didn't really achieve sort of much of anything. If I put this Twin Energy here, I may regret it, but we'll just try. Regret. I think this is regret. Yep. I need an escape rope. I'll take research here. And we'll take another Sobble. Alright, our setup is super slow this game, but... oh well. Oh, I could have level balled for Cosmoem. No. Probably better to keep it for Drizzile. How good would an IRL escape rope be? Yeah, dude. I need it for like all the awkward interactions I have with people because I'm like a odd person. You know, if I get into a conversation with somebody and I don't know how to escape, I can just escape rope, spin around, and then just escape the building. Yeah, you just... and so what happens is somebody on the street randomly gets replaced with you. So, like, you escape rope and somebody gets thrust into that situation and you're just, like, back out on the street. That'd be rad. Alright, this is gonna be an interesting game. Hopefully. Hopefully, like, it proceeds. You know? Like, at all. They're kind of stuck with this Charizard in the active. That's exactly how it would function, yeah. Yeah, just put somebody else in the active spot. Alright, this is gonna be a bit of a kooky one. Alright, we're gonna do this. Actually, how the heck am I gonna get this Drizzle out of the active? I think I need to attach energy to it. Because if I evolve here, then I need draw, hey? Oh, no, that won't work either. Frick. Alright, Inteleon. I desperately need. This is the only card that lets me escape the active. Oh no. Yep. What am I gonna do? I cannot get this Inteleon out of the way because their Charizard is just mad chillin'. Wait. I haven't got any double colors left. So this Cosmog cannot get knocked out. It cannot be allowed to happen. Alright. Please just retreat the Charizard and knock out the Inteleon. Alright, can I get any feedback on the red border I'm using for my live thumbnails? Is it like too obnoxious? It almost doesn't need the live tag in the top left. Although it's like kind of good for when the stream ends and then people will sort of realize that it's a VOD. Alright. Charizard's max power now. Neither of us are doing anything. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I need like one scoop up net in this deck. Because if nothing else, it's just useful with this Inteleon. Alright, don't star breath, bro. Ultra poke. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the stream. What's going on? We're playing Cloyster. And it's a bit of a slow start because I don't have a switching out for my Inteleon stuck in the active. Usually not a problem, but as it would happen, we had a bit of an issue. Alright, what am I going to do? So, I'm going to Rapid Strike Search here and just grab Cloyster. Actually, I'm going to grab Persimmon. Yep. Let's grab Persimmon. Gotta go? No worries. Thanks for tuning in. And hopefully we'll see you again. Cloyster. Now, how do I play out this turn? I really don't want to evolve the Cosmog because I don't want to give away what it's supposed to do. I do want to go up to the Drizzle just so I have access to Inteleon the following turn. Hi, James Watson. Any tips on beating the 2 Charizard theme decks as Soaring Skies? It's kind of... It's hard to give you like a quick tip in those matchups. I think like you should be more consistent than them. Just a moment though. I am just trying to use my brain cells to play out this turn. I think I might just take Level Ball here, maybe. Right? And then we're just going to go Aqua Split. And we'll hit these two. They've already got some damage on them, so... It's a good start. Good start. Any tips on beating the 2 Charizard themed decks as Soaring Skies? It's close. Right, the matchup's close. You're probably asking me the question because they will often win against the Soaring Storm theme deck. I assume you mean the Dragonite one. You should be able to contend with them early. The thing that those decks sort of lack is a strong early game option. Whereas as the Soaring Storm deck, you have Thundurus and Tornadus to really lay the smackdown early game. So try and piece together a Tornadus Thundurus open. And transition into using Lantern as well. To soak up some of the energies that get discarded, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do here is Rapid Strike Search, and I'll just grab another Cloyster here. Alright, Cloyster. We're going to put down a Sobble. We do need Sobble. I'm going to Level Ball for the Cosmoem. Just so I don't have to rely on the rare candy, just in case. And then we're going to go Aqua Split. Alright. Now let's see what happens. If they boss the Cosmoem, it's not so bad because we can just set up another Cloyster. Okay. I'm glad that I set up the Cosmoem in this case. We do have 3 Shoulders in the discard pile, so we're gonna be winning this on the back of Lunala, I think. Alright. Cloyster gets taken out by the Arceus. And we're going to promote Cosmoem here. This is a fantastic opportunity for us. There's that Inteleon. I'm going to level ball first and just see what's in the deck. So we can get a second Lunala. And there's another Twin Energy in the deck, actually. So we'll put that down, right? Like this. And then we're going to do this. And then we're just going to Lunar Pain. And double the number of damage counters on this side of the board. We take 5 prizes. Alright, the deck looks good if your opponent doesn't attack you very much in the early game. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Alright, what now, Arceus? What will you do? They better have Charon's Care. If they have Charon's Care, then it's a bit unfortunate for us. They still have the V-Star power, so they could pull it off. Okay. So, I'm going to promote Cosmoem. Yep. Alright, Incense. I'm gonna grab the Lunala. And then Rare Candy. Now, this is not so easy, right? We need to thin the deck as much as we can. Try and grab things out. We'll Rapid Strike Search. And we'll take... We'll take... Cloyster? Basically, what we're gonna do is Marnie. And hope that the double turbo shuffles as far up in the order of the deck as possible. Oh, we can Ordinary Rod. You can't attack with that Inteleon. And I don't have the Rapid Strike Inteleon, James. I'm going to take one Shoulder. And we'll take the Shoulder. It's possible that we could attack with the Sobble. But as you can see, I can't attach this energy to that Inteleon. It has to be Rapid Strike. Actually, I could have flinged them. I'm stupid. I could have used Fling. Yeah, I could have used Fling, actually. I could have gone like this and won the game. Oh, we're making things exciting. We're making things exciting. Alright. Marnie. I'd be surprised if we whiff the double turbo here. Sorry, the Twin Energy. And we got it. Yeah, Fling. The Fling could have been a thing. That's right. Lunar Pain. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That was a solid game. Could have taken the win with Fling. I missed that, unfortunately. But, we got there in the end. Woo! Taking those knockouts. We got the level up. Yeah, I could be down for a game, Charon. Let me just play like 1 or 2 more games with the Cloyster deck. Hi, Kartik. Oh, not this deck. Where are you, Cloyster? So, what are we thinking? Maybe I cut one Inteleon for one Rapid Strike Inteleon? So the only reason why I'm thinking of doing that is so that you can inch forward the amount of damage counters on an opposing Pokemon by just a little bit. My issue is that you often don't have space for the double Inteleon. Because your board gets quite full quite quickly. I really want one scoop up net, but I don't know what to cut. Could cut an Inteleon, maybe. Because then you sort of get to have two Inteleons in the game by reusing the one. Oop, not there. So like that, maybe. But I don't know, I kind of like having the double Inteleon as well. I guess this is not that important. It is important, but at the same time, it's kind of like I could probably get away without it. It's just like so good that I wouldn't want to do without it, if that makes sense. We'll try with one scoop up net and see if the deck functions. Yeah, we can play soon, Charon. We can play soon. Cloyster Lunala. You play a tourney then? Alright. Alright. Might do some viewer games later then, hey? Alright, we'll go first. Open Persimmon. It's not too bad because we do have a couple of outs to switch in the deck. This hand kind of blows though. I think I have to go for that research. Let's go a big 7, see what I get. You know, Cynthia's Ambition is probably a good idea for this deck too. Maybe I'll cut the Bruno for it. This is looking like one of the Urshifu builds from the weekend. At the moment, it's very important to have Manaphy in your deck, it feels like. That is an annoying pair of cards. I think we're gonna have to Marnie instead. Goodbye. How annoying. Well, hopefully we can attack with Shoulder next turn. Of course. It's fine. Do one of these ones. One of these ones. What? Bro. Hello? My Inteleon's prized? The one game where it matters. Going back to 2, dude. This sucks. That sucks, dude. That sucks. Alright, keep calling. What are you gonna do about it, Urshifu? What are you gonna do about it, bro? What will you do? Ooh, scary. Yeah, try it. Boss's orders? Do it again. See what happens. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Lucky. Lucky top deck. Hyper lucky. Hyper incredible luck. Not really though, because we're still screwed. I think we're gonna retreat to Persimmon and see what they do. Because we do have another Persimmon in the deck. Which card is the best card? Probably Arceus V-Star at the moment. It's probably the best card in the format. Hard to discount how strong that card is. Although, you could also make an argument for Urshifu at the moment. It's kind of hard because, like, I don't know, like, cards are only held up by other cards, right? So sometimes, like, the best card is only good because of the other cards around it. Sure. Avery is such nonsense. Seriously. Hate it. So annoying. I'm out here trying to live my best life. My opponent's not even benching Pokemon. And playing Avery to punish me. Like, you need to grow up, mate. You need to stop behaving that way. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this to get rid of that. Yeah, we need a follow-up shoulder. Aqua Split. Better evolve these Pokemon quickly now. Don't delay. We're in so much trouble, dude. What's kind of good, though, is we've got a situation where Manaphy protects our bench, and Cloyster doesn't get one-hit KO by Gale Thrust. So it's, like, really annoying for them to have to play into the board that I'm presenting. Yeah, it's a good start. Alright. Well, if they're grabbing Avery, I'm kind of okay with that. Just get rid of Octillery. Don't need it at the moment. Avery's so annoying. Sort of not our day, huh? Because we won't have done a sort of enough damage by the time we get another Aqua Split off. We've really run out of Pokemon as well, which is kind of sad. Boo. Alright, never give up. Never give up, my friends. Target these two down. Lost to a Mew deck in Expanded. Rough. Stop being so immature with your Averys. So immature. So they put these Averys back, but I would have thought that Boss's Orders is what they needed to ride out this matchup. Mm-hmm. So this is the one I need to target. Kind of wish I'd kept the Passimian now, but it's very hard to contend with Avery, unfortunately. Avery is very punishing. Just, I don't know, feels bad. It's kind of like a type of, you know, it's not like a hard lockdown or anything, but it means that you're just not allowed to bench Pokemon. And it blows. A strategy that punishes me for having Pokemon in play kinda sucks. Hi, Neptune. Skyfield Genesect? Oh! That's funny. That's funny as well. Have they finally run out of things to do with the Avery, bro? Maybe. So, it is weak to dark, so this is a concern? It's fine, let's do it anyway. We'll try and set up another Cosmog while we're at it. Yeah, just get a second one on the bench. Let's go Livable. Sobble. Right? Not gonna play this yet. Aqua Split. Do I start targeting these? Like this, maybe? No, we'll do it like this. Yeah, that's the way. This Urshifu's going down. Sonya. Okay. Not enough. Interesting. Interesting. Let's do this. Alright, so... Oh, we don't have Cosmoem? Uh-oh. Alright, they can't know. Alright, they can't know. Let's just take this. And we'll go Aqua Split. Maybe they don't figure it out. Maybe they don't figure it out. Neptune, what does this one do? You spread damage with Cloyster, you double the damage with Lunala. That's basically how it works. So, they shouldn't be able to take more than a prize here. So I think we've beaten them right at the very end. Watch this. Attach Twin Energy, Luna Pain. Yes. 6 prizes, dude. GG. Oh, that's so satisfying. That's so satisfying, dude. 6 prizes in one go. Let's go, dude. Let's go. That was enormous damage. That was enormous. We did a lot of damage with Cloyster. Holy moly. Shell Armor's legit too. Pretty good game for Cloyster. Alright, let's have a look. Let's see what it does. So we've had a few questions in the chat now. How does this work? So this deck's been around for like a little while. Right, it's been around for a little while. Since Celebrations. And then what set did this come out in? Evolving Skies. So it's been out for a few months. This deck. There hasn't been too much focus on it because it's been a bit, yeah. It's a fun deck, right? You're not winning a tournament with this deck, but it is satisfying to play. It is fun. So, look, I'm coming at you today with. I gotta try and like pick up my YouTube voice, my YouTube, deck profile voice, because you wanna get through this part of the video as quickly as you can, right? So yeah, I would say it's something like I'm coming at you with a deck that's from a few months ago. This sort of was forgotten about a little bit, and now I'm just returning to it to see how it fares in the current landscape of the metagame. And I haven't covered it on my own YouTube channel. So I haven't covered it on my YouTube channel since it was a thing a few months ago. So I wanted to give it another look and see how it fares at the moment. So what you're looking at is Cloyster Lunala, which is a bit of a unusual and unheard of pairing. You've got Cloyster here. It's a Rapid Strike Pokemon, so it has access to all the Rapid Strike cards. Has the ability Shell Armor, reducing damage done to it by 30. And the attack, Aqua Split, does 60 damage, and it also does 30 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So what you're doing with Cloyster is you're spreading damage across your opponent's board. And then you've got the Lunala from Celebrations, and it has the attack Luna Pain. Double the number of damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon. So what this Pokemon is doing is it's doubling the amount of damage in play. What you want to do with this deck is get 6 prizes worth of Pokemon on your opponent's side of the board to to half HP or higher worth of damage, and then you come in with Lunar Pain, and you just knock out their board, and they're done. So it's very cool, because it's got like this one-turn KO aspect to it, where you set up the board to then win in one turn. You could take 6 prizes in one go with it. So it's very entertaining. And the identity of the deck is a bit unusual, where you've got double stage 2s and a stage 1 attacking Pokemon. So it interests me. It's very interesting to me. I like it. Okay? And so when you look at this Cloyster, the damage output is a little bit low, right? You're doing 60 damage and you do 30 to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So you're basically doing 120 damage a turn with Aqua Split on its own. So going by my rule of thumb when it comes to Pokemon cards, you kind of want to be doing about 150 damage per energy attachment when it comes to basic Pokemon. So if this is my tip for judging the strength of Pokemon that are, and sorry, when I say basic, I mean non-rule box Pokemon. Okay, so when you're just looking at a list of cards, I judge the general strength of the card by the amount of damage that it does versus the number of attachments that you've got to put onto it. That's super basic to think about it that way, but I find that Pokemon that fit that identity of being able to do around about that much damage per energy attachment fit the bill of being a Pokemon that's viable in the metagame. So you think about Galarian Obstagoon, you think about Charizard, okay, you think even Torterra. Think about those 3 Pokemon. They all hit for around about those numbers. Hello, Rose Angel. Good strategy. Yeah, I like it. Not entirely my own, but I do enjoy the strategy. Can't claim to be the author of this one. There are a lot of different ways you can play the Cloyster. I like trying it with the Lunala. Okay, I like using the Lunar Pain strategy to double the damage. So let me rewind a little bit. Cloyster's Aqua Split attack does 60 plus 30 plus 30. About 120 damage. That's not a lot on its own. But then the deck has a few tricks up its sleeve. You've got Telescopic Sight, increasing the damage you do to the bench by 30 more, if it's a benched V Pokemon. And you've got Persimmon, where Throwing Coach has a very similar effect. So suddenly, those 30 damage to the bench snipes become 90. So you're doing 60 plus 90 plus 90. So you've gone from 120 to 240. So 90 plus 90 is 180. Plus the 60 you're doing to the active, that's 240 damage per attack with Cloyster. Now, when you start thinking about Cloyster that way, that's a lot of damage, really. And I mean, you could cut this Lunala package out. You could cut that. You could cut the Rare Candy. You could cut the Twin Energies. And just attack with Cloyster. You know, you could put in a few basic energy. You could play Raihan. And then just do 240 a turn for potentially one attachment. Or 2 if you need to attach, right? But I like the mounting dread of Cloyster and Lunala together. And what's kind of cool is that your opponent's board, it remains static, right? You don't need to take prizes. Assuming that you've got everything in your deck that you need, you just take the prizes in one go at the end of the game. It's really cool and satisfying to play. So the other aspects of the deck that I haven't touched on are, of course, the ever-present Inteleon line with the 4/4 Drizzile. Of course, Shady Dealings is there to grab you trainer cards when you put Drizzile and Inteleon into play. Sobble is really quite good in this deck with Keep Calling, allowing you to search for cards such as Shelter, such as Persimmon. Okay, you can grab the Remoraid with it as well. Speaking of which, you've got the Octillery for Rapid Strike search. Allows you to search for Cloysters. Allows you to search for Tower of Waters, Corinna, if you need it. Even the Rapid Strike Energy. So, very good in this deck. You've got, and of course, you also have the Manaphy. It's very important at the moment to be running Manaphy. Seeing 5 Urshifu decks in the top 8 for European International Championship top cut means that Urshifu is going to be rampant on the ladder for a while. So run one of these. Run 2 of these if you're feeling it. If you really want to just say no to Urshifu, run 2. You know, it's up to you. It's really up to you. And then you sort of got Ball Search, you got Level Ball, Quick Ball, and Evolution Incense to get the Pokemon that you need. Ordinary Rod, Recovery, although Ordinary Rod is a little bit weak, considering that it's not looking for basic... You don't have basic energy in the deck at the moment, so maybe this gets switched out for Rescue Carrier. I don't know. But think about this card slot and maybe change it to something else. You got a single rare candy, which is there to help you jump from the Cosmog to Lunala. Tower of Waters for retreat. And you got energy to fulfill your attack requirements. So Rapid Strike energy for the Cloyster. And you got 3 Twin energy just to power up your Lunala. And that's pretty much the deck in a nutshell. So, look, I've got a few games lined up for you. And I'm saying this for the YouTube video, of course. But I've got a few games lined up for you. So I hope you enjoy. If you like the video, consider leaving me a like, a comment. Subscribe if you want. Don't if you don't want it. It's really up to you. But I always ask for a like and a comment. Just low impact ways for you to help me out. And I'll see you in the next stream or video. So take care and goodbye. Alright, yes, I am here. Ghost, you are here, and I'm well, thank you. I hope you're well. We're playing Lunar Pain Cloyster. And it's been going alright. Sounds like a Lunar Pain. That is a fair assessment, Scott. Fair assessment. Comment? Reply. How are you today, Ghost? Did you have a nice weekend? We're gonna open Shelter, and our opponent's gonna be like, what? They're gonna be like, say what? Alright. Our opponent is playing Mew, so we do not need Manaphy. Take Sobble. And I think I need a second Shoulder. Done. Somebody asked for your ID. You must be clean shaven. Jinx? Jinx, Scott? Jinx? Uh-oh. Double power tablet. Wow. You must be fun at conventions. Alright. Well, our opponent took a knockout, and that is somewhat beneficial. It allows us to set up with Bruno. Oh no. I think that's a fat concede, to be honest. I see, Ghost. I see. I see. Look. It's not going great on my side of the board. I'm telling you, it's not, it's not fantastic, but we're out here and we're trying. Okay, we're trying, and we're crying, all sorts. Yeah, Charon. Yeah. If only. We have to hold strong, okay? Don't give up. Okay, it's time to give up. That's not good. Don't do that to me, Mew. Why would you do that? Don't. Just don't. Just don't. Just don't. Don't do it. You know? Just don't do it. Yeah. What's hard about this matchup too is they can, if they're smart, what they'll do is they'll Psychic Leap a whole bunch as well. They'll just leap. Which is not great for our longevity, but yeah. So what we need to do is pile the damage onto like a couple of Genesects. It's a rough one, man. Bruh. Bruh. We're dead. Yep, GG. That boss onto the Drizzle was fatal. Never mind. Try again. Dust ourselves off. Stand tall, my friends, for we are playing a fun deck. And we will not be dissuaded by losing. If I was dissuaded by losing, I would have quit a long time ago. But here I am, proud and unafraid. We're out here being the best whoopers we can be. Alright. It's hard sometimes. This game, it's cruel. But we will overcome. I want to be greedy. I do. I really do. I want Shelter. Shelter. Remoraid. Cosmog. Alright, let's see what happens. Wait, I had it in my mind that I was somehow going to be able to get Octillery? So maybe that was just a massive blunder. Oops. Our opponent could money us. Who knows? Arceus Rayquaza, it could happen. We'll see what we get off the top. Octillery off the top, easy? Yeah. Well, you've got 2 Octillery. You've got 4 Evo Incense. Alright, not quite what we were looking for, right? It's alright, we're playing the long game here. We're out here playing a long game. I'm confident about this matchup, okay? Our 6 prizes are here. Mareep. It's a start, yep. We're gonna be a turn slower than I want it to be, but we are going to try. We're not gonna cry. Maybe we're gonna cry a little bit. The path to victory is long and treacherous. But we will try our best. So we're gonna do this. Drizzile. Grab a trainer. We want the research. I don't really care about the cards on their side of the board. We only care about us. Alright, Incense. We'll grab us Octillery. Octillery. We'll grab us Cloyster. Cloyster. We'll get a start. Hello? Hello? Okay. Cloyster. Yeah. Shelter on the bench. Energy on the shoulder. Okay. We've got Persimmon. Comes down. Aqua Split. We want the damage to come down on this Rayquaza, right? This is the God setup, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. Now, the only problem is next turn, we probably won't get a scope, telescopic sight, rather, into play, but never mind. We're still doing a decent amount of damage, right? I don't think that this deck is very good into us. We should be alright. We had a bit of a slow setup, but our board looks quite strong now. Sobble. So let's do this first. Rapid Strike Search. Cloyster. Right. Aqua Split. These two are very close to getting knocked out. If I did 50 over here, 50 plus 30, 80. Oh, it's not enough. I'm gonna do this. I want to draw cards. Is what I want to do. So let's do that. I think I want the second Cosmog into play. Draw. Okay. Let's grab an Incense. And we've got a rare candy. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I think we could still win. We can still win, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna come down to, do they knock out this Cosmoem or this Cosmog? If they knock out one of these two on this turn, we're in trouble. If they don't, if they just attack the Persimmon, that's fine. We can still set up the win if they KO one of these two, because we still have Ordinary Rod. We still have Ordinary Rod. So... Hi, Cheeseball. Let's see what happens. They're getting a bit desperate. Not sure what they're looking for. Maybe they... Okay, alright. Alright. I can dig it. I can dig it. Alright. Cosmo. So, we can do this. Grab a trainer card. We've got one search. Oh, I reckon we just grab Scoop Up Net here. So we'll do this. It's not quite GG yet, but it's close. It's close. It's not quite GG. It's not quite GG. But we did do a lot there. Maybe, oh, maybe I should have benched a Shelter. That would have been a good play. That would have been good, actually. I should have gone Shelter. I might be able to, hopefully if Ordinary Rod's in the deck, we win. Because we can just get back Persimmon and then Quick Ball for it, and then Octillery Rapid Strike Search. It's close though, it's close. Alright, comes down to this. We'll put up the Sobble. It's fine. All of the Rapid Strike energy is gone, so we can't do the Persimmon play. Let's use this first and plan it out. So we need Lunala, and we need Candy, and we need Twin Energy. We need those three cards. There is an Inteleon, there is an Ordinary Rod. We cannot use the Persimmon to win. And I didn't think to bench a Shelter. Right? So. Quick Ball. Get rid of a Cloyster. We'll just grab... We're gonna start grabbing Pokemon And just whatever we can from the deck, right? We just gotta pull it out. Pull everything out. Right? Quick ball as well. Wait, 6 cards? Yeah, that's not enough. Let me just do this. Wait, 1, 2, 3. So there should be one more Drizzile in the deck, right? I messed up, didn't I? I should have used the double. Wait, no, there was no way to get the Lunala, right? There was no way to get the Lunala. Yeah. There was no, like... So I could get the rare candy, but I couldn't get the Lunala. So I basically just needed to draw. Yeah, it's GG. What other trainer could I get in that situation? There was just nothing I could get. There's no combo of cards that I could get that would win there. Oh, to thin? Actually, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I didn't thin hard enough. I could have... Yep. Yep. It completely slipped my mind to fit thin further. And that could have been the difference. Well, we got really close. We were short by 20. So what would have won it for us there? I don't feel like making any changes. So it was my misplay at the end of the day that lost us that game. What I needed to do was... So the play that I have to recognize in the future is that in the late game, if I get, let's say, 4 or 5 out of 6 prizes off a Lunar Pain, and then one Pokemon goes to like very close to a knockout, then I need to have another Cloyster ready to go. Oh, but then I wouldn't have had the energy to do it as well. I just didn't have energy left. I didn't have enough energy left. So the way to win that was off Lunala. And I just didn't hit the pieces I needed. There's just no room. There's just no room. I don't mind it. If I was going to put in Zigzagoon, I might as well put in Rapid Strike and Teleon. Inteleon would be just as good. Anyway, that was very close. The research at the end could have gotten it for us, but... Oh. Inteleon is low energy. Assumed I was already playing it. No. I mean, it's not bad, but... Alright. Let's see how we go this time. Gengar should be a very doable matchup for us. As long as they decide to bench at least one more V Pokemon, which, you know, that would be this deck's identity to do so. The turn 2 Peonia. That's desperate. Is the Drizzle line even necessary? It is good. It is good. It lets me set up. It lets me get rare candy. It lets me get telescopic sight. Things like that. I do like it. Maybe you could run Octillery and Amber Barrel together. That'd be interesting. Sobble's also good with Keep Calling. Like, getting 3 Rapid Strike Pokemon to the bench is really good. That really has impact on me for me. Okay. Alright, mate. If I was to use Keep Calling now, what would I grab? Probably just Sobble, Remoraid? Sobble, Remoraid. Sobble, Remoraid, Shelter. 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 Probably. Sobble, Remoraid, Shelter. Probably just these 3. I should have gone double Sobble. Remoraid's not needed for next turn, really. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I shouldn't have grabbed Remoraid. Should have thought about it more. Alright, we're out here trying. It's nice to not be playing a deck that hasn't just turned to Averied me. Although we beat the Avery Urshifu before, it's still really frustrating to play against that supporter. It's just really frustrating. Oh. It rewards decks that plays like these support Pokemon. It really punishes these Pokemon. A very annoying card. Yep. Pretty much. Alright, Passimian. Incense here grabs me Octillery. That's nice. What does this grab me? Probably just Level Ball for Cosmog, right? Yeah. Alright, so we do that. Marnie, slow our opponent down a little bit. Just a little. Oh! We got the sight. Very good. Very good, very good. That's what I like to see. Rapid Strike Search. Let's grab the follow-up Cloyster. And bench it. Aqua Split. And we'll target these 2. Do I target 2? Is that how I should do it? Or do I just target Houndoom? I mean, it doesn't make a difference, right? It would only suck if they run Collapse Stadium and just got rid of one of these. So we'll have to see. I don't think that this deck can really afford to run Collapse Stadium. It's really not like that kind of deck. Peers into Peers. Very cool. Got the Crobat VMAX. Oh, just up in the ante here. Yeah, it's really doesn't really seem like this deck would run Collapse Stadium at all. So let's see what happens. Perhaps a Houndoom will do. Okay. Alright, Cloyster hits the board. So, do I want a Rapid Strike Search? Probably not. So what I want to do here is set up for double Lunala. So I'm going to go Inteleon, and we're going to grab Candy. Right? We're going to grab Candy Incense. And we're going to start setting up the checkmate board, but it won't quite be a checkmate, but it'll be rough for them. I think this needs to be another Cloyster rather than a Lunala. Partly because we simply cannot set up that board, but because our other Cosmog is prized, unfortunately. Search. Oh. Oh. Well then. Our Shelter... 2 Shelters are prized? Yuck. Alright, this is still pretty good for us, though. This is still quite good for us. We get to pick up a couple of prizes ahead of schedule. That's always lovely. So what I should have done is did damage to like the Houndoom or something instead. Nah. This was good because we got the Twin Energy anyway, so it's fine. Okay, predictably, they're going to target down the Lunala. What are you going to do? You going to stall? Setting up prizes still sets up checkmate. It's true. It doesn't look great for them. Alright, well, it's GG, I guess. Let's go! Easy. Yeah, buddy. Lunala. Look at all those shelters hanging out in the prizes. Rude. Rude. Yeah, GG, GG. It's a good game. Down for a game? Yeah, we can play. We can play, Sharon. That was a nice game. We got there. Yeah, Luna, pain! You gotta play through the pain. Rather shellfish of them. I'll pay that. Yeah, let's play. Charon, do I have you on... Is one of these you? Do I have you added, Charon? Where is it? It is... What are we playing? Cloyster Lunala. Alright, good luck, Charon, good luck. You don't have to close the stream or anything like that. That's okay. You can just hang out here if you like. I really don't mind. I should really get red sunglasses so I can match my avatar. Both yellow. Yellow shirt. Alright. Sobble open. Let's see what we can do. It's a bit delayed. Where do you even get red shades? Your local comic convention, probably. I have some blue glasses here. I got some blue sunnies, but not red. But I'm not going to wear them because they reflect my screen. Hi, Vinod. How you going? What's up? What's new? You've joined us for some Fun Deck Monday. I play Fun Decks every day, so it's just like Fun Deck every day. Here in Whooper Gangland. What if this is the mirror? Then I'd wonder why they were playing double Zigzagoon, because that doesn't seem right. That wouldn't seem right to me. This card is good. Would be good against us. Alright, what can I do with this hand? We can do one of these. Keep Calling grabs Sobble, Remoraid, Shelter? Sobble, Remoraid, Shelter. And we probably just want to do one of these ones. Grab like... So if I was to grab that... Right. Keep this for Drizzile. I almost want to quick ball this Inteleon. And then I can just rot it back later. Yeah. I don't need Cosmog early, but we'll just do it. Alright, keep calling. And here we're going to go double Shelter Remoraid. Alright, seems good, right? Seems good. That's right. Keep level ball for the Drizzile. Oh no, Charon. Oh no. Could you stop doing that, please? My Sobble is just doing its best out here, and you just keep pinging away with Headbutt Tantrum. Yeah, alright. Onto Shelter, that's fine. That's fine. Rare Candy? This seems like Obstagoon to me. Oh no. What have you done? Yep. I feel that. I feel that, Vector. Alright, we're doing one of these ones. We're gonna do one of these ones. We're gonna play level ball. I'll take Drizzile. Right? Drizzile. Trainer. Research. Research the hand. Discarding our Remoraid. I think I'm gonna just evolve Cosmoem here because it's not required immediately. I'm gonna grab the energy and place it onto Cloyster. Octillery, Rapid Strike, Search. And we can grab another Cloyster. Oh, that may not have been the right line of play because I could have kept the energy on that Sobble, but it should be alright. It should be okay. Okay. I'm gonna deal damage to the Zigzagoons. Alright, this match is gonna be a little weird. It's gonna be a little bit odd. But it's alright. We'll get there. Bruno? Any Brunos in chat? Any Brunos? Alright. Show your dealings. What back alley deal will this Drizzile conduct? Ah, a rare candy. For the equally concerning Galarian Obstagoon. Bit of a mischief maker, that one. A Bruno... A bird keeper with your name in GSC. Or a gentleman. Interesting. Okay. So, Persimmon is not needed in this matchup. Unless we see the... What is that thing called? Sableye later. I kind of like this hand, right? Oh, I'm stupid. I needed to search for the energy. I needed to search for the energy, though. That's not very good of me. Oops. Oops. We can do it like that, because I actually want to preserve the rare candy. Alright, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We could get silenced here. Unless this is enough damage outright. 60 plus 90, 150. 150 into this would be enough, even with shell armor. Yeah, I messed up that turn. My bad, my bad. This matchup's not good for me. It's not good. Alright, let's not make that mistake again, shall we? Have to research. Okay. We'll do it this way. Cloyster? Misplay. Alright. Aqua Split. It is a little bit sad, yeah. But there is a mounting number of damage counters on Charon's side of the board, so... On your side of the board, Charon. I'm like replying to you, but I'm speaking about you as though I'm not talking to you. It's fine. We will get there. I really want to get a new mic arm. I know I say this every stream, but I don't like this one. I want to get a better one. Promote this. Do this. I think we do this. We do this. We want this. Next month. What's next month? And then we'll just aqua split here. It is going to take the knockout, and we'll be able to set up at least a couple of Pokemon for a KO. So we can do this, and we can go... This will take like 2 KOs, right? We'll just take the KO. A prize will be fine. I think I know what you mean, Ghost. I think I know what you mean by that message. Alright. How we doing? So Zigzagoon comes down, Headbutt Tantrum, 10 damage on the Cloyster. Means that I will take exactly enough to be knocked out. That's rather annoying. A little bit sad. Sag, even. Yeah, you're not feeling it, Vinod? I'm in trouble. I am in trouble. Scoop up net's good here. Get rare candy. We have only the one supporter left in deck. That's unfortunate. Yikes. You have Manaphy? Oh my gosh. Well then, I was always gonna lose then. So, I'm playing cards here just to thin. We've used up all our Rapid Strike energy, so that's a bit unfortunate. Thin, 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 thin. Oh, maybe I... Alright, we're drawing one card. We're drawing one card. 2 cards? Still not enough. It's GG, Vinod. I'm gonna call it. It's GG. Well played. We cannot compete with Galarian Obstagoon. Well played. Well played. Alright. I want to hit up the ladder again with Cloyster. Let's see how it goes. Because what we want to see from our opponent are the big Pokemon. We want to get attacks off on Vs and VMAXs, and with any luck, topple some giants. There are a lot of decks we won't be able to compete with very well. I would say that Malamar Rapid Strike has our number. But the deck, as you know, it is important to build decks to win in the matchups where you really want to win, if that makes sense. With this kind of deck, you don't really have the luxury of trying to build it to beat, like, Malamar, for example. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. You could shore it up against single prize decks by designing it differently. You know, you take out Luna Pain, Lunala, and just run cards to allow you to attack with Cloyster the whole game. But it's a bit hard. Alright, shoulder. Okay. I want a Remoraid. Yep. And then we can put down another Sobble. Sure. And we'll hit done. I jinxed it, yeah. Yeah. This matchup, we don't really have any business winning this matchup, but we are going to try. We will try. There'll be some trying and some crying, but nonetheless, we're going to do our best. We'll see. Now, if they're running Minchino, it means that they won't have that much of a reliance on Scoop Up Net, which is something that I need to bank on. Is Rayquaza VMAX good? You got it yesterday. I think it's good, but it's inconsistent. I think that Gengar VMAX sort of has the same identity, but Gengar's better and more consistent. I think Ray is good because the damage is uncapped. And it's certainly better now that we have Ultra Ball. So it's up to you to explore that card and figure out whether it's good or not. I did cover Rayquaza VMAX on the channel, so look up the video The Glory of Rayquaza VMAX, and you'll find it. So here, I'm gonna need Drizzile, I think. You want second shoulder, for sure. Take this, so I've got the retreat. Sight is not going to do anything in this matchup, so we might as well just get it out of our hand. Drizzile. It's your first VMAX card. Cool. Alright, grab a trainer. And we are just going to research this turn. Hiya. Alright, a bit rough, but we will get it. Drizzile here. Yeah. Incense, yep. Octillery, yep. Octillery evolves Remoraid. Rapid Strike Search. Kind of a long sequence, but is good. So Cloyster. Retreat. Aqua Split. What I want to do is try and set up a very damaged board where I can take multiple KOs in one go, right? So I'm putting 30 and 30. We just lose to Wave Veil, dude. No. No. Wonderful. Excellent. Maybe I should run the EV Jolteon memory capsule. It's too bad. It's too bad. Oh, let's see if they can piece together the cards. They need 4 to knock out the Cloyster. We're gonna hang tough and see how we go. But no promises. This is a rough one for us. Okay. Hi, Alex. No boss. No boss? No boss? Yeah, I need a boss's orders in this deck. No boss, though? Yeah, well, that's right. Scott, that's right. Boo! It's kind of a rough moment to try and play this deck, knowing that Urshifu is so prevalent in the wake of the EUIC, and knowing that Manaphy is a very important part of countering that deck. And it just creates a really awkward spot for us with Cloyster. I've already had a couple of pretty good games with this deck, so I'm fairly happy with where we've gotten to so far. All right, do one of these ones. Play this one. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done it that way. Let's do something like this. All right. So we'll grab both. We'll grab both, right? And then we're gonna pick this up and put that down. No, not that one. I needed to put down the shoulder. Dude! Dude! I needed to put down the shoulder. Okay. Bro. Bro! Don't laugh at me, okay? Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Alright, I mean it. Alright. Don't make me tell you. Don't laugh. So we're gonna try and get this Cosmog to evolve. We need Lunala. So Inteleon will get us the Lunala, and Drizzile is gonna get us a Draw Supporter. And then we just have to rip into the Twin Energy. That's my strategy next turn. It's not very good, but I'm gonna try. Should we do it? Should we do a stage 2 tier list segment? We could do it. It's going to be very primitive, the way I do it. I'm just going to use like a notepad. I'm not going to use tier list maker or anything. Hi, Ultra Poke. Hello. Were you here earlier? Alright. We have to attack with Lunala this turn. So let's try it. Inteleon. Yep. We need these two. And we can grab Lunala. Right? We're just gonna have to do that. Drizzile. Bruno's probably the best draw option we have. I'm gonna quick ball the Manaphy away. Grab nothing. Yeah, I think so. Charon. Grab Strike Search. Grab this. Luna Pain. We get an energy. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. This is going to be a long game. It's going to be a long game. So I very much need to get Cosmog. The thing that is going to undo me in this game is that one Sobble that I benched. The one Sobble that I benched is really... The repercussions of it is going to be very long-standing, because I only have the one Scoop Up Net, right? And so the problem is that because I also only have the one Rare Candy, I need to manually evolve to the Lunala. And because I have to do that, I've got this sort of annoying scenario where it's going to take ages to... So, like, I've got the choice of either... like, not attacking... Oh, it's not like I don't have a choice. I have to... Yeah, so, like, I have to either spend a turn not attacking, which blows, or... Oh, maybe actually... Maybe Persimmon? No, that's not going to be useful either. Because of Manaphy. Yeah, Manaphy really makes all the difference in this matchup. But, if I had the Eevee... I mean, my thoughts are a bit all over the place thinking about it, but... Yeah, I think we can do a tier list for Beedrill. Beedrill. We can do a tier list for stage 2s. Beedrill would definitely be up there. But if you want like the 5-second version of what a tier list is going to be like triple S tier will be Inteleon Shady Dealings. And then S tier will be Rapid Strike Inteleon and Beedrill. And then A tier is going to be like Charizard and Obstagoon. And then everything else will be below it. It's too hard to go past Inteleon as like the best, just like the best in format. It's just so good, you know. That second scoop up really did, like, really hurt us, to be honest. Alright, I'm not thinking ahead too much. We're just gonna... You know, we're just gonna play. Alright, we'll grab the Shelter. And we're gonna feel it out. We're gonna see how it goes. Aqua Split. Obviously, this isn't gonna do anything. You see how much of a difference this Manaphy makes? If we had Boss... If we had, like, anything, we'd be in a much better spot. See, even... So, Boss doesn't even help us against the Manaphy. And that's because they just run, like, a million Pokemon recovery cards to get it back anyway. So, it just wouldn't matter. The only way to stop this Manaphy from doing anything would be to run, like, Jolteon for this matchup. Now, if we ran Jolteon... you know, the way to play Malamar typically, or from what I've seen a lot, is that they just simply do not run the boss's orders. So, we'll see, right? We'll see. So we'll see. This game's a bit of a slog though, huh? We've got 3 prizes on board, potentially. They'll knock this out. They'll knock out this, probably, because I'll probably promote this Inteleon. Does it affect both players? Even if it does, that's fine with me, because I cannot deal with this. You know? Not effectively, anyway. Maybe I should run Windshard Rowlet. And Birdkeeper. That would be sick for this deck. Yeah, might. That is the stuff, yeah. Yeah. It would fit a bit easier into the deck too. You know? Alright, they've got the 4. So that's a KO. Having nothing to place damage counters is what's beating us here. If I had Rapid Strike Inteleon, that would work as well. So maybe that's what I need to put in the deck. You back after lunch? Cool. Cool. do this. Grab the money and try and disrupt them a bit. Kind of feels bad to shuffle the Lunala in, but we should be able to draw back into it again. Oh, I should have gone for star protection. Oh, that would have been so sick, dude. Let's see if they can do it. I mean, Cinchino certainly could. But I get the feeling that we sort of run out of gas after the turn upcoming. And there'll be virtually nothing left in their deck, right? Only Rapid Strike cards. So it seems unlikely that we'll win in the following turn, but you know, we'll play it out to the bitter end and we'll see how it goes. You see the issue, right? We're two-shotting a single prize Pokemon and we can't damage the bench. It's fatal. It is not good. Yep, there are a few weaknesses in my strategy, unfortunately. So boss's orders, just to be able to attack into a Manaphy, even if it doesn't knock it out, like, setting it up to be like another KO would have been good. So Rapid Strike Inteleon is a strong consideration. Probably the easiest inclusion for this board state to deal with it. And you go for a mid-game Lunar Pain. We're kind of lucky that we got one snipe to the bench with Aqua Split at all. So let's see. That is enough. Shuffle them back. Let's go. Top deck, top deck, top deck. We'll just search here. So I really don't know what we get. Right. We can just do that. We'll just Lunar Pain. So we collect those prizes. And now they don't have their draw engine with Cinchino. It may not matter, mind you. Because we're not presenting much of a board on our own. They just need 4 Rapid Strike cards. So it's quite possible that they'll have that. Yeah. Well played, my friend. Yep. Played to the bitter end. If we had the Rapid Strike Inteleon, we would have won. Because we would have had the residual damage needed to win. But we lacked the option. They gave it to us. They gave it to us for sure. Well, that was nice of them. Alright. Let's review. What can we cut for the Rapid Strike Inteleon? 1 Cloyster. One Cloyster for the RS Inteleon. Cut a Lunala. It's not bad, actually. I don't mind that. But the problem is, so Lunala is quite important. If I prize it, it's really bad. Jeff. I could cut the scoop up net, but I quite like it. Maybe 1 twin energy, but like that, having the extra energy is like pretty nice as well, I've found. And I think that 3 scopes is nice as well. I'm thinking cut 1 Cloyster. As long as we're running the rod, we can probably do this. Alright. Let's try it. Maybe cut 1 quick ball. Maybe. Quick ball's not that important for us. And then what did I end up cutting? Oh yeah, 1 Cloyster. I'll try like that. I'll cut 1 quick ball and see how we go. There's also like a reasonable capture energy deck as well. But I don't know. I don't know if that's what I want to do with the deck. Like, because many times the capture energy will be pointless. Yeah. Alright. I think that having the Rapid Strike Inteleon in the deck is great too, because it's also another Pokemon you could attack with potentially in mid to late game. So, alright, I'll play this game, and then we'll start setting up to do like a tier list video. Okay? Let's go Sobble. Raikou fine. That's fine. The initial reaction is to recoil at the sight of a lightning Pokemon. But as long as they don't run Manaphy, we're okay. We'll see, but the problem I run into with this deck, I mean, Manaphy is like the biggest issue, right? We can do this. We can do this. Keep calling. 2 shoulders. Another Sobble. It's pretty good. I can always get Passimian later. Alright, so this hand is looking alright. The only part that's a bit worrisome is if they decide to target down the Remoraid. So maybe instead of the Sobble, I could have gone second Remoraid, but and then like scoop up the other Remoraid if if I find I don't need it. Because as it stands, we're sort of relying on the Octillery for our next turn to work. Ditto. Cool. Hi, Rema. Yeah, good evening. Good evening, sir, to you as well. Alright, our Sobble is not long for this world, unfortunately. It is staring down an energized and motivated Raikou. Alright, cool, cool, cool. We're playing against a... what's that? Entei Raikou type box? You know, like like 6 corners, 4 corners type deck. These days they call it like a counter box or whatever, but yeah. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3 targets on the board. Good. We play this. Level Ball is going to grab us a Drizzile. Very good. Alright, and we've got Scoop Up Net for it as well, which is fantastic. So, yes, we'll grab a trainer. We want the Incense. Alright, Incense is going to grab us Cloyster. And then we will pick up and put down the Drizzile. So I'll put down the Sobble again, and then Drizzile onto the other Sobble. Search for a trainer. And then we just want Bruno. Yeah, we can play Bruno here, I think. Now, I just want to redraw Persimmon, or a way to get it. Looks like we got it, which is good. Another Cloyster is great. And then we're going to Quick Ball a Drizzile. As much as I like to hang on to them, we do need Persimmon here to up our damage output. Octillery, Rapid Strike Search, gets us the Rapid Strike energy. Alright, very good. And now, Aqua Split, 60 and 60 to the bench. So 60 to the Raikou, 60 to the Ditto, and 60 to the Sylveon V. So we're off and away. We would like to see Telescopic Sight, but beggars may only choose. I'm going to have to check my deck as well to see if we've got a second Lunala, because I feel like the play next turn will be to research this hand. Alright, we see the Piers come out of our opponent. They grab Aurora Energy and Eternatus. Few options. So Eternatus is great because Dynamax Cannon can one-shot Dark Week VMAXs. So, obviously, the target there is something like Mew VMAX. I do enjoy the look of this deck. It is pretty cool. Lightning Rondo comes out and they take another knockout on another Cloyster. They're down to 4 prizes. We're going to promote our Cloyster. Alright. Then. So what have we got? Drizzile. Yep. We're gonna grab the Sight here. Yep. Play Sight down. Incense. I'm gonna grab that Inteleon. I should have looked sooner for it. So what I'm going to grab here is... So on research... We do have another Lunala, so that's good. No scoop up net left. Still like this. No. Search. We'll just grab Cloyster here. Oh, we've already got a Cloyster in hand? That's so... Alright. Now, they've got to get a wriggle on with these Pokemon. Because they're looking at a KO if they're not careful. Okay, alright. The Manaphy comes down, perhaps a turn too late. That's fine. We can deal with this. So now, we need to obtain the Cosmog. Alright, boss's orders comes out. That's fine. That's a turn of not needing to set up. The lack of search on this side of the board bodes well for us too. So they're not necessarily going to have ready access to the boss's orders. Good for us. What will it be? What will they grab? Entei. Very good. Alright, this is an interesting turn, right? Because we're getting level ball. Grab Cosmog. Let's do this. I guess we have to reveal it. Aqua Split. I am annoyed that I forgot that I discarded the Inteleon. Oops. So this is exactly the scenario that we need it for, right? Let's see what happens. We've really run out of space, haven't we, on our board? Alright, good for us so far. They knock out the Cloyster, and then what? Kind of need a lucky top deck here, unfortunately. I guess I didn't plan adequately. Not enough. Zapdos. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. Some deck thinning occurring. They must be getting worried. If they hit boss's orders, we're in trouble, for sure. We have no way to draw through our deck, unfortunately, in our hand. Scoop up net would have been amazing. Promoting Sylveon seems wrong. They should just be attacking with Raikou. Oh! Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Interesting. How many times can they Precious Touch? Yeah, pretty good turn out of them. I don't know what the right play is for us then. Yeah, maybe we can trade out the Inteleon line for just Cinchinos. That's a shame, Husney. Alright, we got Marnied. It's a good start. Pack it up, boys. Maybe. Maybe. It could be good for us. It might still be good. Like, yeah. It could be alright. How much does Sylveon heal? 120 with Precious Touch. So it's making for an interesting game, at the very least. So they're in trouble again. How do I want to do it? Oh, I want to look with Stormy Mountains. Boo. I don't want to let my opponent Precious Touch again. That's the only outcome that I don't want. So let's do this. Really? Really? Wait. The candy is prized? And the Cosmoem? Bro! Dude! I can't believe that. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. That sucky sucks. That sucks. That sucks, dude. Alright, they don't know. They don't know. Okay? What? How hard does this game need to be? Right? How difficult do they want it to be? It's insane. Dang, dude. Yeah, I think we lose. No candy? No Cosmoem? Bruh. Yeah, they just attack and win. Oh, that feels bad to like play that long and then not realize I prized 2 things. But like, what do you do? Because I don't think that I can change the deck to accommodate for that, to account for it, you know? I don't think so. Because that would be like playing 2 rare candies in the stack and then just prizing both, right? We prized like, we were alright if we had one of these 2. But we just had neither. So I don't think that was our fault, particularly. I just don't think that there was very much we could do about it. Which, yeah, it's a little unfortunate. And there's sort of like nothing I can do at that point. And nothing that I particularly want to change about the deck, because I sort of don't have the room to do that, if that makes sense. Do we want to do the tier list video? We can take a break. And we'll just go standard. And we're looking at only stage 2 Pokemon. And we just want Sword and Shield series. Look at how many cards are in the Sword and Shield, like how many sets are in Sword and Shield now. And we'll go show not owned. I guess that doesn't matter. And what I'm going to do is grab like Notepad. Alright, so we're going to do like quite a basic looking tier list. Using a Notepad to do it. Guess we can use that one. So I'm gonna put this up here, and we'll make it like this. Put it over here, maybe. Wait. So I need to like zoom in on it too. Because it's going to look like quite small on your screen. So let's go view, zoom in. So something like this, right? I guess that doesn't matter where I put it. I'll put it like over here. If I resize it... And we'll do like something like this. Yep, that's starting to look good. Hello, it says. Do one of these ones. Make myself large on the screen for the video. Yep. And so this is going to be our stage 2 tier list. Alright, and it's going to be scuffed as But, yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Alright, so let's go SS tier. Or triple S, or S plus tier. Let's go, yeah, S plus tier. Alright, I'm just going to put my thoughts down immediately, right? Inteleon, Sword and Shield, I think. So, let's go Inteleon, and we'll just head straight to it and have a look. So, I think that this Inteleon is simply the best Stage 2 Pokemon in the game. The reason is that it can just be played in any deck. Okay, pretty much, you can pretty much reason to want to play this card in any deck in the format. Maybe some decks are better without it, but that's fine, right? If you look at a lot of decks, and if you were to think to yourself, what can I do to up consistency? The Inteleon line is always part of that conversation. So, that's why I put it in. I'm gonna adjust. Actually, that's probably fine where I am. Yeah, on screen. So, I think that Inteleon is S plus tier, and I think it sits in that tier by itself, to be honest. Let's look at what S tier might look like, right? So S tier, you would probably consider Rapid Strike Inteleon, so RS Inteleon from, is it CRE? Chilling Reign? And so we'll find that as well. And it's kind of like the same sort of deal where if you're running the Sobble Drizzile package, then this Pokemon, Inteleon, with the Rapid Strike tag, quick shooting, is very good. It is quite good. You can very easily reason to put it in a deck that wants to run the Sobble Drizzile engine, which will also run the other Inteleon as well. So these two Pokemon are quite good. I just think that Inteleon Sword and Shield is more useful than just like the quick shooting ability. So both these Inteleons are quite good, and S plus to S tier is not very much of a jump. But yeah, this Inteleon is just very good. It's just very good. You could put it into any deck that runs Sobble Drizzile. You could almost want to run it in any deck. It's because of the utility of the whole evolution line. So, yeah. I don't think I need to prattle on very long about how good these two cards are. We'll just agree that they're both quite good. And I think that, Scott, you're trying to usurp me a little bit. You're trying to beat me to the punch a little bit. I did mention this earlier in the stream, but Beedrill would be the next one. Beedrill. Persist Sting Beedrill. This would be Chilling Reign as well. So I think it's quite obvious why this Beedrill is good. Persisting reads, if your opponent's active Pokemon has any special energy attached, it is knocked out. It has the ability to one-hit KO any Pokemon in the game if it has a special energy attached, and having a Pokemon, especially a multi-prize Pokemon with a special energy, is a very common sight in the metagame at the moment. So you can knock out Arceus V-Star, Mew VMAX, all sorts. Rapid Strike Urshifu, if they don't discard the energy. So it's quite good. It is not in the same tier as Inteleon, Sword and Shield base, because not every deck is going to be able to run it. So it is not as prolific as the Sword and Shield Inteleon is, or can be. So, and I think that's almost the end of S tier for me. So when I think of S plus and S tier, I think of Pokemon cards that have a presence in the current tier 1 metagame. And I think the list ends here. I don't think you go any further than Inteleon, Rapid Strike Inteleon, Beedrill. Unless I'm missing something. But I can't think of anything beyond that. And so I'm happy to leave S plus and S tier at that. Let's look at A tier. Alright, so this is where you start getting into the weeds a bit and start thinking about you know, cards that are potentially not as good. And you think about decks that have coherent strategies. I'm just going to throw a few out there. Charizard from Vivid Voltage. So let's bring that one up on screen. Ooh, can I spell Charizard? Yeah, Battle Sense Charizard. So this Charizard can output enough damage to knock out VMAX Pokemon. Like, it is quite good. Royal Blaze does a lot of damage. Battle Sense, built-in consistency. It's proven. You can run this with Cinccino. Look at the video that's on my channel for how to play Charizard. It can keep up with the best of them. It's very, very good. Not to be slept on, this Charizard, for sure. And then, what other Pokemon might you put alongside it? You could reason things like Obstagoon. Right? You could reason a few other Pokemon out there too, but I think... So I would... it's hard. I wouldn't even put Torterra in A tier. I'd put it in B tier at max. Is it BRS or BST? Brilliant Stars. What's the Brilliant Stars abbreviation? Brilliant Stars abbreviation. BRS. Okay. So we have 238, 239. Yeah. Gator TV, love the channel. Well, we love our viewers, so thank you for the kind comment. We're doing a quick tier list on Stage 2 Pokemon in format. Let's take a step back and let's just start going through the Pokemon alphabetically and see what we've got. So, Aegislash, Big Shield. All of your Pokemon take 30 less damage from your opponent's attacks. You can't apply more than one Big Shield at a time. Big Shield's alright. That ability is not bad, actually. I could run that in the... our Zarude Klinklang deck. I don't mind that ability, Big Shield. But I don't know about how good this card is. I'm gonna throw it into C tier, or we'll create a fun tier, right? We'll create a fun tier of cards, and I'll put Aegislash. Can I spell Aegislash? Aegislash RCL. So let's put Aegislash in there. And then we've got another Aegislash from Battle Styles, Stance Change. So once during your turn, you may switch this Pokemon with an Aegislash in your hand. Any attached cards, damage counters, special conditions, turns in play, other effects remain on the new Pokemon. Full Metal Blade, discard 2 energy. So 210, you know, you're knocking out a Pokemon V with that much damage. But I guess you need to look at it in tandem with the other Aegislash in format. So this Aegislash can... these two Aegislashes both have stance change, so they can both transform into each other. So Gigaton Bash, during your turn, next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from Pokemon VMAX. So it's pretty good. It's not stopping damage from a Pokemon V, but it sort of has enough HP that that many Pokemon V in format are not going to be knocking it out in one hit. So what do we think? I guess you got to look at it this way. It still gets knocked out by Mew VMAX with a power tablet. I think that you still get beaten by Rapid Strike Urshifu because you can just like target the bench. You can boss his orders around it. Like there's all sorts of things that make this Aegislash not that great. So I think they go into the fun tier. Aegislash BST 107 and 108. So there's definitely like an intended strategy there, right? But it's just like not that great. I'm gonna make this a bit smaller. How do I do it? Zoom. Yeah, control minus. Is that not what I pressed? Alright, let's make it a bit smaller. That's readable, right? That's legible. Yeah, I think bold's fine. Alright, let's not dwell too much on these cards. Aggron was sturdy. So, if this Pokemon has full HP, it would be knocked out by damage from an attack it is not knocked out, and its remaining HP becomes 10. So it's kind of interesting. I think that kind of ability is potentially useful, but there's sort of like nothing in format at the moment that can take advantage of it so much. There's no like, you know, flinging of damage from my Pokemon to your Pokemon necessarily. It's kind of hard to make use of it. So it could potentially... So the thing that is difficult about this Aggron is that you get to attack twice, essentially, with this Aggron. If your opponent isn't able to maneuver damage counters onto the Aggron before attacking it, then it can put out 320 damage. The problem is that the HP, not the HP, but the energy requirement on the attack is too high. So if you go by my rule of how to judge inherent card strength when it comes to non-rule box Pokemon, you take the damage and divide it by the number of energy, and you're aiming for 150 for a very competitive, like, A-tier card. But this is sitting around 40, and then I guess you can reason to multiply it by 2 because it's sturdy. So each energy is doing about 80 damage, which is not great. So I would put it in fun tier, perhaps. But maybe maybe borderline. It's like there is a strategy that's coherent there, and I would pick this over Aegislash any day of the week. Put it that way. What about this Aggron? So this one's from Chilling Reign. Guard Press, take 30 less. Seismic Rift. 240 is a lot. The damage, but it damages your bench. You can mitigate it with Manaphy, so I would look at it primarily from just like the card text, right? 180 HP, unfortunately, is not great. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So I'm gonna put this in fun tier. I don't think that there's much to talk about with Aggron, the Chilling Reign one. Yeah, maybe there's some effect It's kind of like there are ways to take advantage. Manaphy can't prevent it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, well, look. All right. So discard that analysis. But I think that, so when you look at an attack like Seismic Rift, you think to yourself potentially, okay, that maybe there's ways you can actually take advantage of that negative effect on Seismic Rift. Like maybe you fill your bench with more Pekko or something. But the reality is that there's much more consistent ways of setting up your board with damage than using an attack like Seismic Rift. So Aggron goes into the fun tier for me. Okay, I'm not going to fully discredit a card like Aggron. So I see Scott's got some strong words for this one. The ability Sturdy is enough for me to want to keep it on my radar. It's like borderline is kind of like my keep it on the radar sort of tier, where it's still like it's not worth talking about at the moment, but it's worth remembering in case the right kind of card comes along. You know, maybe Memory Capsule works with it. I don't know. I haven't looked at Leron and Aaron. So let's continue. Ampharos. So Confusion, Electric Ball. That's a fun tier card. There's nothing particularly compelling about it. It doesn't even synergize with what's it? It's Darkness Ablaze. So DAA. Yeah. It doesn't even synergize really with Flaffy because it's not even like doing a lot of damage. Right. Ampharos from Chilling Rain. What does it do? So Thundershock, Paralysis. Searchlight Tail can do 180 damage. So the problem with this Ampharos is low HP, weak to fighting, and Searchlight Tail's damage can be played around. So if your opponent is playing like a good deck, they're often not going to be sitting on a lot of energy in their hand. And even if they are, 180 damage is not enough to KO, like, let's say I'm playing Shifu or I'm playing Arceus or something. Like Searchlight Tail doesn't do enough, and you've gone, you know, Mareep, Rare Candy, Ampharos, 2 energy just to do 180 damage on a Pokemon that's not going to survive. So Ampharos goes in the fun tier as well. Ampharos CRE. That's not how you spell it. CRE. Okay. Nope. Another Ampharos. So this one is from Evolving Skies. Thundershock. I actually talked about this Ampharos a lot in one of my videos as an example of the theory that I use to judge card strength. Okay, so this Ampharos is pretty boring. So 40 damage, Paralysis, Electron Crush, 100, discard 3 more. If you do, it does 120 more. So that is better. There's obvious synergy here where this Ampharos can synergize with the Flaffy from the same set. So Flaffy can accelerate energy to the Ampharos, and you know, potentially you're using Electron Crush over and over. So like the dream game state is one where you can do 220 damage a turn with this Ampharos. The reality is that it has 150 HP and it's not going to stick around. So it goes into the fun tier as well. Ampharos, it's EVS, right? Yep. So we'll keep going. Beedrill, one grass energy and does 80, and your opponent's poisoned. Fun tier, I would say. So the problem with this Beedrill is low HP and you know, it's a stage 2 with not a very compelling use case, right? There are oh, what set symbol is that? Is that Champions? Shining Fates? Can someone tell me what set symbol this is? Because I've forgotten. Anyway. The problem with this Beedrill is that it just doesn't do very much for the amount of investment you put into it. So, you can play I think it is the Toxicroak. There are Pokemon in format that increase poison damage, but it's still just, like, not quite enough, even with Choice Band. Champion's Path? Yep. That's like, yeah, we'll just go like... We got Elusive Master. Beedrill. So, wait, hang on. Let's just... So, Champion's Path should have a set abbreviation. Champion's Path abbreviation. Yeah, I'm just gonna word it that way. Alright, so, Beedrill, Elusive Master, has a very minor edge case use, where it can be used. So, I would put this all the way down in borderline, almost. Elusive Master, Beedrill. So, what set is this? VIV? Beedrill, Viv? And then we already went over the CRE Beedrill, so that one's good. Blaziken. So, this one from Darkness Ablaze. It's a double type. As long as this Pokemon is in play, it is Fire and Fighting. Turbo Drive, 130. Attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. It's borderline. I would not put this in C tier. So C tier for me is something like Cinderace. Blaziken can go into borderline, I think. Oh, this one's hard. Like, I think that you could probably just drop this to Fun tier. But it's like a bit better than the cards in Fun tier. Yeah. I'll leave it here for now. Because there's a coherent strategy here, right? Turbo Drive plus the presence of Double Turbo and Twin Energy means that you can just get like a loop of Blazikens going. The problem with this Blaziken is that it does too little damage. The damage is too low. So there's a strategy and it's coherent. But it's not very good. It's almost like there needs to be a D tier above borderline. That's alright. Because it's kind of just like how bad these cards are. Alright. Butterfree from Clash. Panic Poison. Opponent's active Pokemon is now burned, confused, and poisoned. Cutting Wind does 80 damage. So, is there a world where inflicting 3 status conditions is enough? No. That is Fun tier, for sure. Butterfree RCL. Next one. Please take into account Adaptive Evolution. Still not good enough. I'd still put it in Fun tier. Because even if this was a basic Pokemon, that's not good enough. Tricolored Scales. So this one has a coherent strategy with Salazzle. I would almost put this into B tier. It's almost an A tier Pokemon, honestly. But Butterfree from... That's FST, right? It's Fusion Strike. I think that Butterfree Fusion Strike, Tricolored Scales, is good enough to put into B tier. Like, if you're going to invest any amount of time into a card like Torterra, which I have, you might as well be playing something like Butterfree. It's just better. Alright, Chandelure with Protective Glow. All your Pokemon that have energy attached have no weakness. Pretty good. Mirage Flare. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. It's not bad. The problem is the HP is too low, but the ability is good. I'm going to put that into... It's probably not a D tier Pokemon, it's probably borderline. Chandelure. RCL. Alright. What else have we got? Charizard we've been over. Crisis Power Cinderace. This Pokemon's attacks do 30 more to your opponent's active Pokemon for each prize card they've taken. Fireball Shot does 150. So we know, I know, that this card can be played in several different ways. I like it. I would put it in C tier. It's kind of like, it's below... It's definitely below a card like Torterra and Butterfree in... I don't know, actually. I'd reason to put this up here. Right. So this is... It's meant to be this one, which is Chilling Reign. So I'm going to put Cinderace CRE up here. And now we've got to go through the others. So we've got Libero, Cinderace, Sword and Shield. So it is... I think you've got to put it in the same tier, right? I think you got to put it in the same tier. Cinderace, SSH. I think it's fine. You've got another Cinderace from Sword and Shield as well, so I guess we gotta number this one. Libero 34. But I'm not sure that you would play the other ones, right? So let's look at this one. 35. Pyro Ball burns them. Burning Kick, you gotta discard all the energy. No. I don't think that you play it, right? Because it's strictly worse than the other Cinderaces that are in format. Crisis Power Libero. I think it goes into fun tier. It's just not very compelling. I mean, you have to consider that you can use Magma Basin with it, but it's fine. Joshua, we're going through all stage 2s, so you'll have to wait till we get to the letter E. So Cinderace, what is it? 35? SSH. What's the next one? We got another one from Sword and Shield. Wait, this is the same one, right? No, it is different. Flame Cloak, Bright Flame. It's the same. Cinderace. Actually, we'll just copy, paste, and we'll just put 36. We've done this one, we've done those. Okay, finally, Colossal. There's a theme deck one. Well, it should be here. If it's not here, I'm not sure why. Is that, or are you talking about that Cinderace being the theme deck one? Anyhow, I think I've covered all the Cinderace. Let's go Colossal. Tar Generator is a pretty cool ability in my opinion. I think that I would put this... I would put this in C tier, to be honest. I don't think that there's anything wrong with this Colossal. Like, Tile Generator is a fairly compelling card to want to run. Right? So we'll go Colossal RCL. Yeah. But it's not quite as good as the cards ahead of it in the list, right? It's definitely usable. You could play all sorts of cards alongside the Colossal. Energy Acceleration is, or I think, is almost always going to be at least C tier or better. Like, it's just too good. Now let's look at this Colossal from Battle Styles. Coal Cannon is quite a meme. But there's a lot of damage potentially too. I think that it's still like a fun tier deck. It's not very good. You know, BST. So, you know, you've got Maractus, which can do lots of damage on coin flips. But the key difference is that this Colossal has to be evolved into. It's a stage 2. So it's like, it's not enough for me to want to consider it. Maybe if Coal Cannon did 130 times the coin flips. It needs to do more. It's just not, it's not enough. Hammer Pressure Conkeldurr. What are you, Battle Styles? Hammer Pressure, if the defending Pokemon is an evolution, you can't attack during your opponent's next turn. So the problem with this Conkeldurr is it requires too many energy, and the attack effects are not compelling enough. So we'll go Conkeldurr. BST. Corviknight. Iron Wings. Discard 2 to take 100 less damage. There is a world where that could work as some kind of damage reduction loop, right? You could do it. It is still, like, a relatively fun tier Pokemon. I want to put it here. It's not very good, but I'm going to put it there anyway. Flying Taxi Corviknight. Put one of your Pokemon except Corviknight and all attached cards into your hand. So that's also quite borderline as well. It's not like a terrible... It's not a terrible ability. It's actually not bad, but... Like, it's kind of like with the Chandelure, where the ability is good in theory, but in practice it's very difficult to make use of it because it's a stage 2 Pokemon. Right? It's sort of not good enough. Maybe you play it in an Inteleon deck and you just Inteleon, Shady Dealings, get Rare Candy, Evo Incense, and you get to put one of your Pokemon back into your hand. So it could be good to deny damage, but kind of not good enough. We've already been over that. Corviknight. What about this Corviknight? Steel Wing, take 30 less damage. Power Cyclone, move an energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. There is a strategy there for sure, so being able to manipulate energy on your own side of the board means that you can make it so they don't get much out of knocking out your Corviknights. It's still fun tier, I think. I don't think that this is good enough. Corviknight FST. Okay. It is, yeah, pretty average. Drastic Draw Crobat. Draw 3 cards, wing attack for 100. I don't think that there's any sort of use case for that, so I'm just going to put it in fun tier. Decidueye, Deep Forest, Camo. At the moment... So... It's difficult because, like, this card sort of lives and dies by the viability of certain Pokemon. At the moment, it's sort of been just fully bullied out of the metagame. I think you put it down here, Decidueye. Was it DAA? Which is a shame. Because Deep Forest Camo is very compelling as an ability. But Mew beats it. The Urshifu decks beat it by using things like Moltres, I think. I don't know. I kind of want to put it into B tier. But it's sort of... It's still just sort of not good enough. I almost... So, like, I want it to be in a tier below the B tier and above cards like Colossal. So, like, I'm going to put Decidueye in C tier. Alright, Dragapult, Infiltrator, Phantom Force. We know that this card's pretty good. We know it's pretty good. Infiltrator, any damage done to this Pokemon by attacks, flip a coin of heads, prevent that damage. Phantom Force, 120, 3 damage counters. Free Retreat, 2 energies for its attack. It's pretty good. Like, on a coin flip, it denies your opponent a prize. And so, like, the benefit of getting that flip, of getting that heads flip, is enormous. Imagine having an effect that says, flip a coin if heads, your opponent doesn't get to take a prize. Also, your Pokemon doesn't get knocked out. Like, that's really good. It's got to be B tier at least. Dragapult. Fusion Strike Dragapult. I kind of also want to put this in B tier because I think that this Dragapult's good. And we'll just go through it. Like, Fusion Strike Assault, 30 times 30 for each of your Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. So what you can do is you can run it alongside Genesect. And Genesect's ability is perfect for a Stage 2 deck. You get to keep the pieces that you need and draw with Genesect's ability. And you can also, if you want to get, like, super cheeky, you can play things like the Toxel and what does it evolve into? I've forgotten the name of it. Toxie... What is it? What is it called? It's not Toxapex. Why can't I remember it? Somebody help me. Somebody in the chat knows, surely. Toxtricity. Yes. Thank you, Charon. So, Toxtricity reduces the HP on VMAX Pokemon, right? So, all of those things combine to make Dragapult a compelling deck to run. It's just very, like, a very smooth running deck. So, that's why I put it in B tier. Spectral Breach. All special energy attached to Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, provide colorless energy and have no other effect. I want to put that in the... It's probably C tier. It's a very compelling card, but it hasn't really found its footing. The problem with abilities like this is that, you know, the other way to deal with special energy is just to attack and knock out the Pokemon. So, I don't know. Spectral Breach is kind of cool, but it is also not that great at the same time for what it's doing. Special Transfer. Move a special energy from one of your Pokemon to another one of your Pokemon. It's as often as you like, which is really interesting. It means that you can move all the special energy off a Pokemon, use something like Cheryl, and then heal up again. I'm gonna put that in Colossal tier. Dustin BRS. I think it's pretty good. I don't mind that ability at all. But it needs... I'm not sure what it needs, but it's hard because like the game's so fast that you never get to use that effect. It almost belongs in Borderline, to be honest. I'll keep it in D tier. It's fine. Alright, Electros. Bite Mark. During your opponent's turn, if they attach an energy to the defending Pokemon, put 6 damage counters on it. Not very good. Electro Sprinkler, 30 to one of your bench Pokemon and 1 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Not very compelling. Low HP. High retreat cost. It is a fun tier Pokemon. Electros. Viv. I'm not gonna be finished by the time I need to finish the stream, I think. But we'll keep trying. If this Pokemon evolved, your opponent's active is now paralyzed, fine. Wild Charge, 30 to itself, it's not very good. Electros FST? Not very good. Upper Shock, yeah. Fighting Fury Stance. Single strike Pokemon do 30 more damage, you go Heat Crash. So, completely overshadowed by Beedrill. But, where can we put this Emboar? It's not great. It's kind of borderline, almost. It's like, most of the time, it's not worth the effort of putting it into play. But what is kind of cool is that the ability stacks. I kind of want to put it into D tier. Yeah. I don't think it's fair to put it next to things like Aggron. Emboar, BST. Empoleon with emergency surfacing. So, if it is in your discard pile, you have no cards in hand, put it onto your bench, and if you do, draw 3 cards. Water Arrow does 60 to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So, again, this is... For me, it's borderline, because it's only got very, very narrow use cases. It is good as a partner to Torterra, but, yeah, other than that, I don't like it. I really don't. It is interesting. Being able to have an option to draw cards when you've got 0 cards in hand is compelling. But it's not very compelling on its own. If this was like more cards, if it was like 5 cards, that would be cool. But 3 is not enough. Exploud with Round, so you need to consider that there's other Pokemon in this evolution line that have the Round attack as well. But it's kind of just a strictly worse Torterra, the way it works. The kind of compelling thing about it is that it can use the double colors energies, so it can use double turbo, it can use twin energy, but the HP is low, and the damage output is not that good for the investment. I think I'll put it into D tier, Exploud. Feraligatr. Rowdy. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, flip a coin. If heads, discard 5 cards from your opponent's deck. If tails, discard from your own. Crunch, 140, discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. So you almost... I don't think you're ever attacking with Crunch. I think it's all about this ability, Rowdy. And it's like kinda cool, I guess. I'll put it into borderline, but that might be a bit too generous. That might be a bit generous. Florges. Rapid Strike connection. So as often as you like during your turn, move an energy from one of your Pokemon to one of your Rapid Strike Pokemon. So it's very... So Dusknoir is like better. The thing that's kind of compelling with Florges is you could play with Rapid Strike Mustard to put it straight into play. I'm going to put it into borderline. I don't think that it's completely fun tier, but it's very narrow use case. Flygon with Labyrinth of Sand and Desert Geyser. So as long as this Pokemon is the active spot, your opponent can't retreat. Desert Geyser, if your opponent has Stadium in play, discard it. If you discarded one, prevent all damage and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. So it's alright. Desert Geyser is alright, right? It's not bad. It's not very good, to be honest. Low HP, being able to stop retreats is like kind of cool, but you can achieve that other ways. It's funny, if you could set up an item lock of some kind, or make it so your opponent can't retreat, you could just put Flygon active against a Pokemon that can't attack in their deck, and they lose. Like, you could... Flygon could be part of some kind of funny lock at some point. So I'm going to put it into borderline, but it's borderline even when it comes to borderline cards. Desert Pillar Flygon. 50 for each point in your opponent's retreat cost. And then Blasting Wind does 110. This is pretty good. I could put this into D tier. Flygon BRS. Galarian Obstagoon. So we're starting to get into the good stuff. Obstruct during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. Well, unfortunately, because of the way the game is structured now, VMAX and V-Stars mean that Obstruct is rarely locking your opponent out of a game. Untamed Shout is just, you know, it's kind of like a bonus. But otherwise, I don't think that this is very good. Like, you just have to look at the top 8 of, like, pretty much any tournament. I think at the moment, Galarian Obstagoon is fun tier. This is... It's not base, right? Oh, it is base. Okay. Wicked Ruler, I would put in borderline. So the ability to control your opponent's hand, I think, is quite cool, but it's not, you know, it's not great. Galarian Obstagoon. That's from that weird set, Champion's Path, right? I don't mind it. But I don't like it. I have thought about this card a lot, actually. But I think that the Malamar deck now, the Malamar VMAX and Judge together, achieve what you want to do with this Galarian Obstagoon anyway. And we've already ranked that Obstagoon up here in A tier. I think it's quite good. Gallade. with Dynablade does 60 to each of your for each of your opponent's V Pokemon in play. It is borderline, maybe. I do like the Gardevoir that goes with it. I'm gonna put it in D tier actually, Gallade. Sonic Slip Garchomp. The ability, evolve one of your Pokemon, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon until the end of your opponent's next turn. Dynablade does 160 damage for 2 energy. Pretty good, to be honest. Because you create this situation where your opponent has to... So every time you attack with Sonic Slip Garchomp, your opponent has to work their way around it, right? And they can do it once, they can do it twice, but how many times can they do it in a game, right? I almost want to put it into C tier. These tiers are getting hazy as well. So, I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cut this one short. How many have we gotten through? So we got down to Garchomp, which is about here. So we still got quite a number to get through, right? It's quite a lot, but maybe we can resume in another video. I don't know. I almost like, rather than doing this live, I kind of want to do this offline and then maybe present it as a video. That might be better. I underestimated how long this would take. There's so many cards. So many cards. And so what I could do is, rather than going from start to finish, we can have a base list and then we can debate it. We can just pick out stars from throughout the list and like talk about them individually as kind of like waypoints for like how we judge them and that kind of thing. But yeah, my partner's home, so it's dinner time, so I have to go. Look, thanks for hanging out for the first part of the tier list. I think what I'll do... This has been fun to talk about it live, but I think I'm going to do the rest of this offline. Maybe we'll debate it in the Discord or something. So, yeah. Alright, I gotta go. Vamos. I must go. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream or video. So, look, take care, goodbye, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, Sharon. We'll see you.